These SUVs are not supposed to be this fast. A full-size family vehicle, going head-to-head with a V12 Ferrari. At what point does an SUV stop being practical and start becoming a supercar? Over the past few years, something unusual has happened in the automotive world. SUVs, vehicles originally designed for comfort, space, and utility, have quietly evolved into some of the fastest machines on the road. And in 2026, that shift is impossible to ignore. We're looking at 5 machines that represent completely different philosophies of speed. The BMW X7, built for everyday luxury, but surprisingly quick. The Cadillac VistaQ, redefining speed through electric power. The Bentley Bentayga, where comfort meets serious performance. The Lamborghini Urus, blending SUV practicality with supercar aggression. And the Ferrari Purosangue, which challenges the idea of what an SUV even is. But here's the real question. Are these vehicles actually solving a problem, or just pushing performance into a category where it doesn't belong? Let's start from number 5 and work our way up. Number 5. BMW X7 2026. At around $150,000, the BMW X7 sits in a very different position compared to the rest of this list. This isn't trying to be a supercar in disguise. It's a 3-row luxury SUV first, and a performance machine second. But even then, the numbers are hard to ignore. With up to 523 horsepower from a twin-turbo V8, and even higher in performance variants, this full-size SUV can hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 3.8 seconds. That's faster than many sports cars from just a decade ago. Now, what's interesting here isn't just the speed. It's how usable that speed is. Unlike the others on this list, the X7 is designed for daily life, school runs, long drives, family trips, and yet it still delivers serious acceleration when you need it. But there's a trade-off, because while it's fast, it doesn't feel aggressive. The experience is controlled, refined, almost restrained, which raises a question. Does speed matter as much when it's filtered through comfort? Or is this exactly what most people actually need? Number 4. Cadillac VistaQ 2026. Now things start to shift. At around $100,000, the Cadillac VistaQ introduces something the X7 doesn't fully embrace: instant electric torque. With a dual-motor setup producing around 615 horsepower, this SUV hits 0 to 60 in about 3.7 seconds. And unlike traditional engines, there's no buildup, no waiting. You press the accelerator, and it just goes. That immediate response changes how speed feels. It's less dramatic, but more consistent. And from a technology perspective, this is where the future becomes clear. Electric SUVs like the VistaQ aren't just competing on performance, they're redefining it. But there's a subtle downside. While the acceleration is impressive, some drivers might notice a lack of emotional connection. No engine sound, no shifting gears, just smooth, silent force. So the question becomes, is speed alone enough? If it doesn't feel exciting, or is this exactly where performance is heading? Number 3. Bentley Bentayga 2026. At around $340,000, the Bentley Bentayga enters a completely different category: ultra-luxury performance. This isn't just about speed, it's about how speed is delivered. With up to 641 horsepower, the Bentayga reaches 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.4 seconds. But what sets it apart is the balance. Inside, you're surrounded by handcrafted materials, near-silent insulation, and a level of comfort that feels closer to a private jet than a car. And yet, it moves like something much lighter and more aggressive. That contrast is the real innovation. Because Bentley isn't chasing raw performance numbers, it's creating a vehicle that can do everything at once: high-speed acceleration, long-distance comfort, everyday usability. But here's the trade-off again. At this level, you're paying not just for speed, but for experience. So it raises another question. Is the Bentayga fast because it needs to be? Or because luxury now demands performance as a standard? Number 2. Lamborghini Urus 2026. Now we move into something completely different. At around $300,000, the Lamborghini Urus doesn't try to hide what it is. This is a supercar, stretched into SUV form. With around 657 horsepower, it launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 3.3 seconds. But numbers don't fully explain the Urus, because this vehicle is designed to feel intense. The engine is loud, the handling is sharp. The entire experience is tuned for engagement. Unlike the Bentayga, which isolates you from the road, the Urus pulls you into it, and that's intentional. Lamborghini isn't trying to make the most comfortable SUV. It's trying to make the most exciting one, but that comes with compromises. Ride comfort, practicality, even subtlety, all take a back seat. So the real question here is, if you're buying an SUV like this, do you even care about those things, or are you choosing it because it feels extreme? Number 1. Ferrari Purosangue, 2026. And then we arrive at something that almost breaks the category entirely. At around $400,000, the Ferrari Purosangue isn't just the fastest SUV on this list. It might not even want to be called an SUV at all. Powered by a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 producing around 715 horsepower, it reaches 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 3.3 seconds. But the real story isn't acceleration, it's how it drives beyond that. Unlike most SUVs, the Purosangue is engineered with a focus on balance, high-speed stability, and driver connection. This isn't about straight-line speed, it's about how the vehicle behaves at speed, and that's where it separates itself. Because while others adapt SUV platforms to handle performance, Ferrari approached it from the opposite direction. They built a performance machine first, and then gave it just enough practicality to qualify as an SUV. But let's be realistic for a moment. At this price point, and with this level of engineering, this isn't about practicality anymore, it's about experience, and maybe even identity. Because owning something like this says less about what you need, and more about what you value. Looking across all 5, a pattern starts to emerge. The higher you go up this list, the less these vehicles behave like traditional SUVs. The X7 focuses on usable everyday performance. The Vistic shows how electric power changes acceleration. The Bentayga blends comfort with speed. The Urus prioritizes intensity, and the Purosangue pushes into full supercar territory. So while they're all fast SUVs, they're solving completely different problems, which makes comparing them less about numbers and more about intention. Here's something worth thinking about. If you had to choose one, would you go for comfort, technology, or pure driving experience? And at what point does speed become unnecessary in an SUV? Let me know what you think. If you enjoy breaking down how technology is reshaping vehicles like this, you can stick around for more content like this on Future Tech Zone, because the idea of a fast SUV used to feel like a contradiction. Now, it's becoming the standard. But as performance keeps increasing, one question remains. Are we improving what SUVs are supposed to be, or slowly turning them into something else entirely? And the most interesting part is, we're just getting started.